Okay, let's see how this goes. Let's see what we can do. I've got a funny name for this type of pamphlet. You'll find out what it is. I think we're going to make this a positive image. It's crunching noises. Munch, munch, munch. Sounds like. Didn't quite catch it there. Munch, munch, munch. The copier is saying it's like it's hungry. It's really stupid fucking mechanical noises I get on this fucking device. It's not good. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. It is, well, you know, let's see what it says. It says Kmart, but I like to call it K-Fart. K-Fart. Farts. Yeah, I like to call it K-Fart. It's a funny name. Kmart, his name is K-Fart. So we're going to make it called K-Fart. We're going to call it K-Fart, folks. I like to call it that. It's just another big capitalist junket. Unfortunately, I've had to use them. It's very hard to avoid it, folks. You need to go shopping, you know, and you're trying to save money, you go to Coles or Woolies or even Aldi, but if you try, but they're just big corporations and they're making a lot of money and they're using a lot of automation to save them money and to basically, and it basically puts a lot of people out of work, like people who are checkout operators are being whittled down in their numbers by the rise of the machines known as self-checkouts. And self-checkouts, I don't like. I like to be served by a real person, and I like to keep a real person in a fucking job. I don't want to see them become unemployed, because you can't survive being unemployed. So, it's, you know, you got to basically work in this day and age. And if there are no jobs because of automation, well, there's no fucking work and people can't survive. What the fuck is wrong with the corporate world, folks? Fucking Coles and Woolies, Kmart and Target. What are they on? These bastards want to just save every fucking cent so that they can have more money to put in a money pile just for themselves. Maybe their family and their cliquey group of friends who also share the same passion of greed and porkery. This is greed, folks. We don't need it. We got to boycott the fucking self-checkouts. We got to try and make a difference. We got to boycott them, folks. Don't be sold on the fucking mantra that it's a fucking convenient way of shopping. You got to think about the people who need to work like you do. Otherwise, they can't live. These rich people are so fucking on the nose. They're so fucking greedy and they want to replace. People also enjoy working. People want to come to something so they don't watch daytime TV and get bored out of their shit and brains, as well as not have enough money. You know, it's not fucking good enough to automate things excessively. Automation has a place. It is a good thing to have when you're talking about hazardous jobs, jobs that can kill people or maim people severely or easily. But we don't replace jobs in the service. You know, people want to talk to people. A lot of people don't just want to buy their product. They want to interact with the staff people that work the checkouts. They do. They want to interact. Well, I get the feeling that maybe this interaction thing's becoming less important to people because people just want to go in and out and get back to their own business. But it's not in my mind something I find particularly palatable to have jobs taken away by excessive amounts of automation, unnecessary automation, as I call it. We don't need it, folks. I just wish you folks would vote with your feet, so to speak, and stand up against the rise of these stupid machines. Yeah. So you just got to act as a group of people somehow, and just don't use those dumbass machines. We need people to work. We don't need people to be left on the scrap pile. So we've got to keep these machines, give them less work, and then maybe if enough of us stand up and don't use them, well, maybe the shops will take them out and just put back on real stuff. I don't like using them self-checkouts. I've used them before in the past, but I refuse to use them now. We don't want automation to ruin society. We don't want that, folks. Automation has a place, but only where it's needed. In dangerous, or maybe jobs that are, I was thinking maybe a job where you're counting bolts or screws. But the thing is, you can always get pairs of scales that you can buy that actually do it for you. So maybe it's the dangerous jobs, I'm thinking, that would be the ideal use of this kind of technology, this automation. And Coles have got a fully automatic warehouse or something that they've just recently built, and heaps of people have just been kicked out of work. Not acceptable. People want to work. It's not just about the money. It's about having something to go to feel like you're doing something. Instead of feeling like you're a piece of shit on the scrap pile. So I'm sick of these fucking self-checkouts, and it's just going to get worse. I know people aren't going to take my advice. I mean, what am I to these people? Just a YouTube vlogger? Whatever. Oh, whatever. I'll try my best. I'll try my fucking best. Anyway, that looks really quite nice. I think now we can call this K-Fart demo quits.